Gabriel W. Gabe Kaplan is an American comedian, actor, poker commentator, and professional poker player. Kaplan was born in Brooklyn, New York. He is best known for his role as Gabe Cotter in the 1970s sitcom, Welcome Back, Kotter. More recently he has become known as a poker player, and is co-host and joint commentator for the series High Stakes Poker on GSN. Acting career. As a kid, Kaplan had aspirations of being a Major League Baseball player. However, he was unable to make the roster of a minor league team and decided to pursue other interests. He began working as a bellman at a hotel in Lakewood, New Jersey. Touring comedians would sometimes perform at the hotel, and Kaplan began to work toward his own career as a stand-up comedian. Gabe honed his stand-up routine in 1964 in places such as the Café Tel Aviv at 250 West 72nd Street, New York City. Kaplan's comedy was successful, and he toured the country with his act based on his childhood experiences in Brooklyn. He appeared 5 times on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson from May 1973 to December 1974. During this period he also recorded the comedy album Holes and Mellow Rolls, which included long routines about his high school days. Among other topics, the sitcom Welcome Back, Kotter, whose central characters he helped Eric Cohen and Alan Sachs create and whose core format he helped them to develop, was in part based on his comedy act. In the sitcom, Kaplan played Gabe Cotter, who returns as a teacher to the dysfunctional high school where he had been a student. The series ran from 1975 to 79, and Kaplan bought a home in Palm Springs, California with his earnings. "Up your nose with a rubber hose" became an unlikely catchphrase from the show. It became so popular that a comedy record by Kaplan, "Up Your Nose," was released by Elektra Records. The record entered the Billboard Hot 100 in January 1977, peaking at number 93. From 1976 to 78 and again in 1981, Kaplan participated in the ABC Celebrity Athletic Competition Battle of the Network Stars. For the first 5 competitions, Kaplan was the captain of the ABC Network team. In the very first competition, Kaplan defeated Robert Conrad, who was participating in the event representing the NBC team as its captain. In a race much to Conrad's chagrin, Kaplan passed Conrad with a strong sprint to the finish line, giving ABC Television Network the win with 175 points. In 1981, Kaplan returned to the competition as the team captain for the NBC side, as he was appearing in the TV show Lewis and Clark, which was airing on NBC at the time. After Welcome Back, Kotter, Kaplan continued with his stand-up act and was in several movies, including a starring role in Fast Break in 1979, and portrayed comic Groucho Marx in a one-man show, Poker. Kaplan became involved in financial markets and poker during his acting career. He made his first appearance at the World Series of Poker in 1978. In 1980, Kaplan was considered one of poker's elite as he won the main event at Amarillo Slim's Super Bowl of Poker and was presented with a loving cup that was so enormous it made the gaudy gold bracelets given to the winners at the World Series of Poker look understated. Over the next 5 years his reputation was solidified as he made the final table at the Super Bowl's main event 2 more times. In July 2004, he finished 3rd in a World Poker Tour No Limit Texas Hold 'em event, earning more than $250,000. He also finished 2nd in the 2005 World Series of Poker $5,000 Limit Hold 'em event, winning $222,515. Kaplan was joint TV commentator for the 1997 and 2002 WSOP events. In 2007, Kaplan won on NBC's Poker After Dark in the episode Queens and Kings, after defeating Christy Gazer's Heads Up and outlasting Howard Lederer, Arlene Najad, Vanessa Russo and Annie Duke. In the 2007 World Series of Poker, Kaplan finished in ninth place in the $50,000 World Championship HORSE event, winning $131,424. As of 2009, Kaplan's total live tournament winnings exceeded $1,300,000. His 10 cashes at the WSOP account for $507,659 of those winnings. Kaplan won again on Poker After Dark during Cowboys Week that first aired in February 2008 against Chris Ferguson, Andy Block, Chow Jang, Hoy Hawkins and Doyle Brunson. Gabe Kaplan's Poker After Dark win in the first week of the 2010 season was the greatest comeback in the show's history. Recent activities: Kaplan has resumed performing stand-up comedy and is also working on adaptations of Welcome Back, Kotter. He still plays poker frequently and became a commentator for poker events and televised poker shows, including the National Heads Up Poker Championship on NBC, High Stakes Poker on GSN, and the Intercontinental Poker Championship on CBS. In 2007, he appeared in Zach Penn's improvisational comedy, The Grand, as Seth Schwartzman, father of brother and sister poker players. Also in 2007, a book by Kaplan was published titled Kotter's Back: Emails from a Faded Celebrity to a Bewildered World. In the book, people react to absurd emailed claims by Kaplan, such as that he has slept with more women than Wilt Chamberlain, is an expert at Cossack dancing, thinks he's smart enough to become a member of Mensa, would like NASA to send him into orbit with Jimmy Carter and Dr. J. The book also describes his emails to the Athens Olympic Committee offering to light the Olympic torch, to AAA about signing up for Alcoholics Anonymous, to the makers of Metamucil suggesting it feature constipated celebrities in its TV ads, to the Postmaster General offering to have his picture on a stamp. In January 2011, GSN announced that Norm Macdonald would replace Kaplan as host of High Stakes Poker.